Too many choices can lead to churn, so today I wanted to talk about the paradox of choice. A lot of the products we see today tend to present us with too many choices by categories, subcategories, and so on for one single item, and sometimes at even key points within our experiences, such as the checkout flow. Now, this is not necessarily a bad thing. Having options makes us feel empowered in our decision-making process, but if implemented incorrectly, it can lead to a high churn rate. For example, there are times I'm ready to make a purchase on Amazon, and right before I decide to place that item in the cart, I tend to scroll down to the similar item section, and a week later, I'm still deciding what to buy, or have even moved on to an entirely different product from what I wanted to buy in the first place. While businesses, on the other hand, are hoping to increase the visibility of the products that they sell in hopes that customers will buy more, this sometimes backfires and can lead customers away from the business entirely. Hick's Law predicts that the time and effort it takes to make a decision increases with the number of options. So the more choices, the more time users will take to make their decision. Let's take a look at the famous jam study conducted in 2000 by psychologists Hauwa Aguillard and Mark Lepper. Sheena and Mark conducted two separate studies at a local market. For the first study, shoppers were presented with a display table of 24 types of gourmet jam. For the second study, shoppers were presented with a display of only 6 varieties of the gourmet jam. The larger variety of 24 jams attracted a lot of customers compared to the display of 6. But when it came time to make a purchase, only about 3% of shoppers who saw the large variety of 24 jams made a purchase, and 30% of shoppers who saw the smaller variety of 6 jams made a purchase. Now, this is a huge difference in customer behavior, and this study has been extended to other items that we purchase. Overall, this study shows that too many options can lead to a choice paralysis and potentially reduce customer satisfaction with their decision even if they made the good ones. With this research in mind, how can we make it better for users to make decisions within the products that we build? Well, one, for starters, we can reduce the number of choices that we offer to users within the products we build. Doing this also reduces the cognitive effort it takes for a user to make a decision. Secondly, we can utilize the principle of progressive disclosure to guide users towards making the right decision. If you're not familiar with what the principle of progressive disclosure is, you can check out a blog post that I wrote on the principles of information architecture, where I explain progressive disclosure in more details. That link is available to you in the description box below. Thirdly, when dealing with a large-scale product, invest time in crafting a good information architecture to set the product up for success. So I wanted to show you all an example of what choice paralysis could look like. So let's check out house.com. The number of choices and options presented under a single item can be insane. So I'm going to make some assumptions on the business case for so many options and alternatives that could work for House. Now, the first assumption is House wants their customers to have autonomy and feel empowered to make the right decision by presenting so many options. However, based on Hick's Law and our jam study, we know that this is false. And remember, we're making assumptions here. So what can House do differently? Well, for one, they could reduce the number of options presented under a single item or even just the related product section. And two, they could instead show items that are complementary to the item as opposed to the same type of item but offered differently. For example, if I'm buying a bed, I might need a dresser. Don't show me a queen size bed, a king size bed, or the same type of twin bed but in a different style. Then I get confused. Well, not necessarily confused, but then I am kind of in that choice paralysis zone. Now, the second assumption, let's say House wants to sell more products by showing more products. Again, we know from our jam study that Many options doesn't mean customers will buy more. So what can Hauwa do differently? Well, they could reduce the number of categories that could potentially distract users from their intended desire, which is to purchase a bed from our example earlier. Now, I would place a link that says see more options like this, as opposed to showing pictures and a ton of categories below the product that the customer is trying to purchase. Now, I've seen this done on other sites, and maybe Hauwa does it too, but within the checkout experience, customers are shown products that are frequently bought together as a sales strategy to upsell other products, as opposed to the product detail page. So that's it. In conclusion, we know that too many options can lead to the paradox of choice and potentially churn for products. If you've learned something new, let me know in the comment section below, and share the knowledge with others by hitting the share button. And if you're interested in more content like this, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. And join the channel by subscribing and tapping on the notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. See you in the next one.